this is for Year 12 Further Maths. We're going to look at exercise 9F question 1. So these questions are to do with perpetuities. So a perpetuity is basically when you deposit an amount of money into the bank and you only collect the interest portion. Okay? So whatever you collect, so you collect only the interest of whatever, the money generates in interest per year or per month or per week. It depends on what the question's asking. So the idea is you can think of the deposit as like putting a golden goose into the bank, and it's going to lay golden eggs. Okay, so you're just going to collect the golden eggs but never going to touch the goose. So the principal remains untouched. It's always in the account. What you're taking out is purely the interest, okay, generated from that account. So let's read the question. Jeff wishes to set up a fund so that every year 2,500 is donated to RSPCA in his name. Okay, so he's wanting, he has a charitable heart. He wants to donate 2,500 to an animal organization. If the interest in his initial investment averages 2.5% per annum, compounding annually, okay, great. So we don't need to worry about months or weeks or fortnights. We're just worrying about years, okay? And it's 2.5% per year. How much should he invest? Okay, so let's work this out. The formula is D equals R on 100 times V0. What does D represent? D represents the payments. Okay, the payments you get. Okay, the payments you get. V0 represents the principal, and R represents the interest rate. Okay, so what we're trying to work out is what our actual principal is. Okay, how big an amount do I need to deposit at the start in the bank, or how big does the golden goose need to be for it to produce $2,500 worth of X every year? Okay, so at an interest rate of 2.5%. That's basically what it's asking. So all I need to do is sub it in, because I know that I want payments to be 2,500 from the perpetuity. I know my R value happens to be 2.5% per annum, and it's compounding yearly, so great. I don't need to change that, right? My V0, I need to find out, because I don't know what that is. Okay, so we're trying to find that out, and we're going to use Finance Solver. So I'm going to put a box around it, Finance Solver. Interactive, Advanced, not Finance Solver, we'll use the normal solver. Interactive and Solve. Okay. Alright, so let's go. We'll go here. So we'll go to main, I'll clear this, and let's get going. Okay, so I want 2,500 equals 2.5 divided by 100 times, I'm going to use X, okay, because we don't want to find a V anyway. So interactive advanced solve. Okay, so I need $100,000. Okay, so I've solved it. My V0 needs to be $100,000. Given this financial situation, if I only get 2.5% per annum and I want $2,500 worth of payment, I need $100,000 in the bank, okay, in order to achieve my objective. Now, you cannot use Financial Solver for this one, and I'll tell you why. Okay, so if I go to Finance Solver, if I go Financial, I'm going to clear page. I know my N is going to be 1, because for either interest-only loans or perpetuities, you always put 1 as your N. My interest rate is 2.5%. My principal value I don't know, because I'm trying to solve that. My payment I know, because we want 2,500 going to you. 2,500 going to you. My final value I don't know, because the principal value and final value are related for a perpetuity. My CY is 1, my PY is 1. Now, because we have two blanks, the Financial Solver can't solve for you. Okay, so this is why we have to use the formula for now. Okay, so just be aware that if you're ever trying to find the principal value for a perpetuity, you cannot use Financial Solver for it. Okay? So that's part A done. We'll do part B now. So part B, Jeff has $80,000 to invest. What is the minimum interest rate required for he requires to provide for the donation in the perpetuity? Okay, so we're still using the same formula, except now we're trying to find what R is. Okay, so my D, we will still want payments of 2,500 per year. I don't know what my R is. My V0 is now 80,000. Okay, so interactive and solve. So set up equation, interactive and solve. Let's see how much interest rate he needs to actually get on average to achieve his goal. Okay, so he's only 85,000. X divided by 100 times 80,000. Okay, oops, I need to go interactive and solve. Interactive event solve. 3.125%. Okay, 3.125%. So R must be 3.125%. Okay, so if it's lower than that, he's not going to get 2,500 per year. He might need to, take extra money from his own pocket to achieve that. Now, because we're finding the interest rate, we can use financial solve for this one. So if we go n equals 1, we want to solve for the interest rate. My present value is negative 80,000, because at the start, what's happening? You're putting money in the bank, so you're losing that $80,000. Okay, my payment is 2,500, and my final value is, well, if you want to end the perpetuity, your final value would be 80,000, because that's still your money, right? Okay, so if you want to decide to, you can end your perpetuity and you'll get 80,000 back. Okay, so the bank hasn't swallowed it forever. Your P1C11, because you're doing annually, go solve, and you get 3.125. So this one, if you're trying to find, if you're given the initial principal, and you just trying to solve the interest rate, you're given the principal and you're given the amount of payment, you can actually work out your interest rate for financial solver. Okay, so it's up to you. I personally find the formula easier because I know what I'm subbing in. Financial solver is a bit more complicated because you need to remember that your n equals 1. But it's up to you, okay? As long as you're confident in how you do it, both methods are fine. So hopefully this helps.